I'm getting blown now. I'm in my zone now.
And that dreams may seem so far, and it may seem like it's unreachable, and it may seem like it's impossible to get there, and it may seem like you're never going to get there. But if you have that mindset, of course you're never going to get there, because you're pushing yourself farther and farther away. Manifestation. And that's also what's helpful with this too. If you have dreams that are like on a large scale, a grand scale, and you're not sure of how to get to them. We talked about manifestation on the show before a while back, a couple of shows back, and that is a great solution to achieving all kinds of things in your life. Manifestation, I do it all the time. Trust me, I've manifested many things recently and they've come to pass. So it's just about the energy and the consistency. And I feel like when you practice manifestation, it helps you to build your consistency. It helps you to build your confidence level, because when you start to manifest little things, and I recommend starting small, you start to believe in it. And your belief system is what's going to make those dreams a reality, because even though you may not be able to touch them right now or see them right now or live that dream out right now or live those dreams out right now, doesn't mean that they won't be real or they aren't achievable or they aren't realistic. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do. And I'm not just trying to use cliches. I truly believe that, because like I said, if you manifest something and you try hard enough, you got it, but it's all about you and what you want and how much effort you're willing to put in, how hard you're willing to work, and how relentless you want to be. Because with this life, you can't just give up. You can't just get tired and say, forget it. If you really want something, and I think that's what separates a goal from a dream. A goal, people give up on goals any day, but a dream is something that you pursue every single day of your life. You never give up. You're relentless. You are hungry for that dream. Like I said, and that goal, it's like goals change. Like you want to achieve that, but at the same time, it's like it's not what you base your life on, like a dream is. A dream is something that you see time and time again. Every time you look around, you're daydreaming about it. Hence the word daydreaming, you know what I mean? So it's like you're dreaming constantly, over and over and over again. Everything reminds you of what you're supposed to be doing. You get little messages like your intuition speaking to you, saying, do this, go in that direction, talk to that person, turn that in, whatever, application here, application there, go online, say this, say that, do this, whatever. Like we get these little signals because this is how the path is being paved out to walk towards the dream. So don't ignore any signal that you get. If you always have an itching feeling, something like a nagging feeling that's always telling you to do something, well, maybe you should do it. Hey, write that book, or go broadcast, or go make whatever. I don't know, whatever the voice is telling you to do. Maybe it's time to get up and get a start on that. There's no time like the present. We have to stop waiting. Waiting is not going to get you anywhere. Waiting just builds complacency. I understand that fear is why we wait a lot of times, but at the same time, you're always going to be afraid. Like that's never going to leave you. So if you depend on that fear and you just let that fear break you down and would, hold you open hoping for something to fall in. Like no, you can't be hoping, you have to do. And as what is that, Nike, just do it, you know what I mean? If all these companies, like think of it like this, if all of these major brands, these designer brands, these designers, these celebrities, if they sat around and just waited on hope and hoped for the best and didn't act out on those dreams that they had, who would have thought we would have game systems like the way we do? You like, come on. People laughed at them. They were like, you can't make a phone where you can talk to somebody through a screen. Like, come on. You can't look at somebody through a screen and talk to them. FaceTime. You know what I mean? Like those things weren't a reality. But do you think those people stopped? Do you think that mockery made them give up on the dream? Because if it did, we wouldn't be talking to you right now on Live Me. Live Me wouldn't even be a thing. Broadcasting wouldn't even be a thing. YouTube wouldn't even be a thing. If people were sitting around hoping for the best and letting mockery and fear run their life, you know? People are always going to make fun of your dreams. That doesn't mean it's not true and it's not real and it's not something that can be, a reality. You know what I mean? Like if you see it, that's all that matters. And if you know the steps you need to do, okay, you'll make them a believer later on. It's not about them believing in you, it's about you believing in you. And as I say, the dream is not for everyone, the vision is not for everyone. This life is for you, this is not for them. So if you feel like you want to be on a grand stage talking to millions and or doing something with millions of people in a stadium, your mind is the only thing that can hold you back. These people criticizing you on social media can't hold you back. All they can do is hate from the screen. All they're going to do is type on a keyboard. That doesn't stop you from investing in yourself. That doesn't stop you from branding yourself. That doesn't stop you from traveling around the world to make that dream a reality. None of that. None of that stops you. It's all in the mind. If you're hungry enough for it, you're going to do it, regardless of the backlash that you get. You're always going to have backlash no matter what. As they say, I mean, I hate to use this, but it's like, you could be the most perfect being. You can never be perfect enough for anybody, though. You know what I mean? You can do everything right. Somebody's always going to find something wrong with you.
I'm getting blown now. I'm in my zone now.
It's very uncomfortable, but at the same time, it is what it is. And that's the kind of mindset you have to have when you're living your life. It is what it is a lot of times. Let it roll off your shoulders. Stay true to those who believe in you. Stay true to those who believe in the process of what you're doing. The ones that want to invest in you and the ones that want to see you win, you take them with you. And the ones that want to make fun and say that you're silly for doing what you're doing or you're never going to be anything, okay, like I said, you'll make them a believer. And when the time comes, they're going to be the ones trying to get tickets and trying to get that book that you put out, or, trying to go to that event that you have. And no, 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 sir, no, ma'am. It's too late by then. You know what I mean? Because what's real will always prosper. You don't have to worry about that. So leave that where it is. Don't take that with you. That's not your baggage to carry. That is though their insecurities. Let them own their insecurities, and you be secure in your dreams. You be secure in yourself. You necessary. You do what you have to do until you get to that destination. That destination is right in front of you. You just have to take the necessary steps. Good morning, good morning. You just have to take the necessary steps to get there. You know what I mean? So, what is the benefit of dreams? Well, to have a clear vision, it can do so much for you. It can give you, like I said, a major key. It can give you a reason to live, because a lot of people, they don't want to live, sadly, because they don't know what they're doing here. So if you have a dream, or you have goals, and then it'll build up into the dream. If you have to have something to hold on to, have something to go after. And when you do that, it makes it feel like you are here for a reason. That's all we want. As a human being, all you want to do is feel meaningful. All you want to do is feel like you belong somewhere. All you want to do is feel like God put you here to do things. You know what I mean? And you now, what those things are is up to you on an individual basis. I always say that because that's the truth. I can tell you till I'm blue in the face that you are capable, more than capable. You can do anything you put your heart and your mind to. But if you don't feel that within your bones and you don't have that drive, that hunger, like I'm talking about, it's not going to go anywhere. You know, that dream is just going to stay in your head. But if you feel that and it drives you to take those steps, like I'm saying, and you take those steps and you keep going and you don't give up no matter what the case may be, the possibilities are endless no matter what forms of adversity that come your way, because they're coming. And that's the thing too, you have to realize that when you dream and you dream big, you're going to have adversity, but adversity is a test to see how much you want to grow. and how badly you want to change and how you want your life to change. Like, do you say you do, but do you really? Because when you go after your dreams, you have to be relentless. And I can't stress that enough. You can't fall to the wayside like everyone else, around you. Just because you have people around you giving up doesn't mean that you follow suit and do the same. That's not leadership. You are a leader, so you lead the pack. If those people don't understand what the dream is all about, everyone else around you, maybe you have to be the first person in your family to truly succeed in the ways that they wanted to. And it has to come from you so they can see, hey, it could have been done. It can be done. And you can take care of your family. You can take care of your friends. You can take care of yourself and your future and all of that. That is possible. There's nothing impossible about taking care of those you love and care about, and taking care of number one. But it should start with you, of course. We know that. Feel that way. Exude that energy. Demand nothing but respect of those around you. I'm telling you, you don't deserve to be mistreated. You don't deserve to be made fun of, but it's going to happen because that is a part of adversity. But you don't own those things. Don't own them. Don't take them in. Don't absorb it. Don't even give life to those things. When people speak, excuse me, when people speak ill of you and your life, do not apply that to yourself. Do not take that in. Do not, like I said, give life to it. Because when you feed into it, it becomes a reality. You then feel what they're saying you are. You feel like that. If they say that you're never going to be successful, and if you believe that, like I said, it'll start to come into fruition. You'll start to give into failure. You'll just feel comfortable, you know? And that's not something we want. We want to avoid that at all costs. We want to avoid any form of adversity that comes our way. But if it does come at you, no problem. If it does come at you, you just got to learn how to get out of the way. Or, as we like to say, we so fly to our being juke. You got to juke it. You know what I mean? So, do what you got to do, and just stand strong.
I'm getting blown now. I'm in my zone now.
So don't worry about what other people are saying. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't think that these dreams are too hard. And I promise you, when you get there, and the feeling that you're gonna have when you make your dreams real, it's going to be unmatched. It's going to be like anything unlike anything you've ever felt before, and it's that much more so worth it when you think of it that way. That's how I think of it. Like, I understand, and I question the same things that we all do. Why is this happening? Wrong? Am I not doing enough? Should I do more? Whatever. That is the human mind at work. That is not anything bad. That doesn't make you insecure. It's just you're frustrated. Frustration is normal, it's a part of the process. Now, don't take that frustration and start self-sabotaging, though. And that's also crucial. When you're dreaming and you get close to that dream, which you will, you might have those moments of being tempted to start self-sabotaging subconsciously by doing things like telling yourself, oh no, this is weird, like I'm not supposed to be this happy, or things are not supposed to work out this well, or something bad is going to happen. I just know it. We're so used to bad things happening that when nothing bad happens, we don't even know how to react to it. Like, you ever had those moments where you've never had a good friend, and then you come across a really good friend and you don't really trust them right away because you're like, I don't know, this person might be onto something. Like, they might be having ulterior motives. I don't really know. I'm not with it. And then they prove to you time and time again they're good. You keep checking off the list. They keep, appearing to be good, and they're a stand up person, and they mean what they say, and they do what they say. And then you start to believe and manifest, and the more those things become believable to you, you're going to be more confident, and you're going to fulfill that dream that much more and that much harder, and you're going to go after it. And that self-esteem is going to build. I understand a lot of us, a lot of times it's not that we're not capable, it's that we just don't have the mind for it yet. I'll say yet. There are so many people, and I feel like all of us, I'll say all of us, sorry. All of us are talented. All of us hold some sort of skill set, I should say, that God has granted us with. Now, a lot of us don't know how to use it. A lot of us aren't aware of what it is yet, and that's why I'm saying you have to explore your life. You have to go, it's like going on an adventure, a self discovery, because you are trying to figure out who you are, what your life is about, what the purpose of your life is, who you can take with you, who you're supposed to meet, who's here for a season. Look at it for the worst. Look at it as, oh my gosh, this is an adventure I get to go on. I get to grow. I can be anyone that I want to be. I have so many options. It's just which one do I want to take? Or you can take more than one. So if you keep looking at your life like, oh my God, this is so hard, this depression is on and off, and so many people don't believe in me, I don't have any friends. Like, okay, so what? A lot of people don't have friends. That doesn't stop them from succeeding. You know what I mean? And the friends will come along the way. The love will come along the way. All of these things that you want will come along the way, but it has to start with you first. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. We all have dreams, and I know a lot of people have dreams of just having a family, like a husband and a wife and children. Okay, you can have that. That is definitely achievable, but it starts with you. You know, everybody's dreaming different things. Some people are comfortable with just that. Some people want to pursue, and then once you start there, then it all falls into place, because then it's like, look at yourself like a magnet. Think of it that way. Let's get a little bit scientific, a little bit. I'm not that good with science, but I'll try my best to break it down. Look at yourself as a magnet, right? So you have positive and negative charge, correct? Okay. And you are energy. Understand, you are energy in itself. You are energy in the life form, okay? So that's why I tell you guys all the time, okay, your soul is endless. It's going to continue on to the next phase, the next realm, whatever. Okay, so you are a magnet, right? When you have positive thoughts, you radiate positive energy. It comes towards you. It gravitates towards you. When you radiate, when you have negative energy, you're bringing in negative charge. You're bringing in negative outcomes, negative people, things like that. Toxicity, anything negative. That's what you're bringing in, because you're a magnet for those things. So whatever you have within you is what is going to come towards you the majority of the time. That's not to say, because I have many a days where I feel positive and I still have negativity coming my way. And in those situations, I chalk it up to God is telling those people to come to you because you're supposed to help them in whatever way possible. They're going through something, and God is sending them to you because God feels like you're capable of helping them through whatever situation that is. And form of making fun of you. You're supposed to have a conversation with that person. And even if it may not seem like they register it that way, I promise you, whatever interaction you have is going to change that person's mindset in some way. Because I never believe that we leave any conversation without some sort of impact, good or bad. So God is making you meet up for some reason. So maybe you are supposed to put that person in check. Maybe nobody's ever checked them to do that because A, B, C, and D. And then even though they might be like, yeah, whatever, but they still take away something from that conversation, like, wow, maybe I can affect somebody's life with my words. I never thought about it like that. Human beings, they absorb everything, whether they want to admit it or not. We all do. So every conversation goes a long way. I don't care what anybody says. They can be the toughest person in the world. They can act like, I don't care about anybody else. That's not my problem. That's your problem. They're absorbing it. Trust me. I've seen it happen many a times. Behind closed doors, they're going to think about it. Okay? So that's just how life works. The toughest of people can be broken down into good people. I promise you. So nobody's too good for anything. As we were talking about yesterday, when we were talking about helpers need help too, I asked City this question. I was like, do you think that there's anybody in this world that's non-deserving of help? And he was like, no. And that shocked me, because like that kind of changed my perspective on some things, because I was like, people do some wild things out here, but at the same time, it's like we're all human. And I feel the same way with dreams. Nobody's too less than to have a dream. No one's too less than to have a dream become a reality. We're all capable of making our dreams come true. We all have what it takes. It's just, do we believe in ourselves? That's the question for today that I would like everyone to think about. Do you believe in yourself? Do you want that dream bad enough? What are you going to do to make that dream a reality? And I'm not talking about work. Don't worry about people around you. Don't worry about what has been said to you.
I'm getting blown now.